We're back at Colt Creek to try and explore some more of this place. There's Mac Lake, which you've already seen. And actually, if you look down, I have my boots on. Yeah, and this is why. It has gone down, and since about a week ago when I was up here. It's now mud. There is water up there though. So let's grab the tripod here. By the way, I just came across a raccoon. It was in the weeds about 3 feet from me, and he took off right in front of me and kind of scared the crap out of me. Oh, me. He was, I think, more scared of me than I was of him, but I'm not really scared of raccoons, but you don't mess with them. They can carry rabies. It's unusual, but they can. And as you can see here, we're definitely going to need the boots. I might want to go slow through here because I can see how deep it is because the water's clear, but I don't know how the bottom is, so I don't want to sink up to my knees in mud. Ooh, there goes another raccoon. See him down the trail there? Must be raccoon day. There you see him right there? Just went in the weeds up there. Sludge. As you can see, this is kind of a wet area back in there too. There's water all back in there too as well. There's all the cattails that border the lake. I knew this was going to be kind of wet. I actually saw this from the other end, this same trail where it ends up, and it's a mess. You could not ride a bike through here unless you had wheels about one of those little water things that has the big wheels that are inflated or that are plastic and they're full of air and float on top of the water. And that's kind of what you need to get through here. Crazy things I do to try and find creatures. Oops, that was a hole there. Not too sure how far down here I'm going to go, but I didn't make it the other day, so I have my boots today and I'm wearing them, obviously. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Gotta keep my shadow out of the way. Still a few flowers around, not lots, but a few. Here, I can tell you one thing, when you stir this mud up, it don't smell so good. I thought I might get some high water. Oh, there goes a little blue heron. Whoa. Hard to keep your balance in here. Well, your foot gives in different areas and doesn't give the same every time, so it wants to tilt you one way or the other. There's another great egret. Maybe I'll start talking a little lower. I got the Rode mic on today, so I don't have to talk very loud and be heard. So we are seeing some wildlife, but it's all out there beyond the cattails, so except for the 2 raccoons. It's like a little bit of higher ground up here, but unless I take this thing all the way around and come back down the other road and then have to walk back to my car, it's going to be a pretty long hike. And I stupidly went off and forgot my bottle of water, so I can't be out here very long, or I will dehydrate myself. started off about 64 this morning, but I can assure you it ain't 64 anymore. I only found a little bit of high ground here. The other thing I keep forgetting is I keep forgetting my bear spray. So I'm hoping like heck I don't run into one. I think the end of this trail is right over there because there's this other side of the lake. And I don't think, I know. So if I make it around here and make it kind of right straight ahead of us there, I'll be around the whole lake. Well, that's not too bad a hike. Although I'm not seeing a whole lot to take pictures of so far. Let me kind of shut this thing off for a minute and decide what I'm going to do, because I've hiked that whole area over there, so I don't necessarily need to go over there, and I don't have that much more here before I get back to where I've already been. Get back to you in a minute. Well, I got up a little bit further. I haven't got my camera with me. It's kind of on the tripod behind me, a little dry area. But if you see this kind of path right through here, goes right straight across the road here, or the path, and right back into the swampy area. Guess what made that? That'd be an alligator. And from looks at that side of that trail, it could be fair size. Who knows? I haven't seen one out here. So, well, I've seen one but at a distance, but, and I'm in over my ankle deep water here. Okay. Get back to you in a minute. Glad my boots fit well, because that one about you sucked it off. These little flowers back there, some more of them. Look at how the leaves have turned really red on this maple tree. Well, back to slogging along. Ooh, that was a muddy one. Sank down about 4 inches. Ooh, another one there. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm out of most of it. Not all of it, but most of it. At least the deeper stuff. That's a pretty scene back through there. Kind of, it wouldn't make a good picture, but it's pretty to your eye. Cattails growing back in there. I'm surprised they are. They don't get much sun back there. I think I should have brought a gallon bottle of water with me to wash my boots off when I get back to the car. Of course, the good thing is I have weather checks, so I'm good. I'll just take them out and hose them off. Here's the last batch of water here. Maybe this will wash them off and I won't get them all dirty. Going the rest of the way back. Get up here maybe. Step on the grass. Well, I decided to kind of turn around. I got to where I had almost gotten to from the other side, and it was just going to be a long walk that I didn't think would be. It would be fun and pretty, but carrying all this gear, I didn't see much there the other day. I don't expect to see much there today. Whew. Whew. Where'd he go? He's right there. Gulf fritillary. There's lots of Gulf fritillaries out here. And we're almost back. As you can see up there, there's redbird. These trails cross back and forth across the road so many times they put vehicle crossing ahead. I guess some people might need that. But when it comes to me, when I come to an asphalt road, I think I'm going to cross the road, and you can see it from a long way, as you can see it right now. And I'm still, I don't know, 50 yards from it. So I'm going to go find a different place. I'll try a place where I saw a lot of little birds the other day, dicky birds, and then I'll see if I can see anything there. If not, I'm going to do some more exploring today. I want to kind of go up to see if I can find some of the green swamp locations. They aren't like parks like this where they're easy to find. There's a whole lot of information. It's tough to find. You have to do a lot of research to even get there unless you know where it is already. So anyway, I'll be putting some of this gear up for temporarily and be off, and I'll get back to you later. Right now I'm going to head up and see if I can't find like green swamp wildlife preserve, and there's also an east and a west track, but they are difficult to run down, and when you run down the address it puts you in the middle of nowhere. I think I know where I may go. I'm going to try and go to the Rich Loam one first. Also I may stop by, and I don't know if I'll stop and go in, but I'll ride by the maybe give you some shots of it, the Rich Loam General Store, which has been there forever. It's kind of pretty well known in Florida. Gets a lot of visitors. We have time, we may stop, and I don't even know if it's still open with COVID and everything. I don't know. I hadn't been there for years and years. I've never been in it. Hadn't been past it in years and years. And I haven't certainly been past it just since the COVID pandemic. Well, I actually found it. This is the Green Swamp Wildlife Management Area. I'm going to kind of drive down here just past a crater trying to grade the road. This would be a nasty road in wet weather. Matter of fact, they come out here with Jeeps and everything and four-wheelers and just try and see how fast they can get stuck out here in some areas of the Green Swamp. I'm in Redbird. It's all-wheel drive. It's meant to go off-road some, but it doesn't have all the big heavy tires. It's got a pretty high clearance. Even though it's a RAV4, it's got the highest clearance of any RAV4 out there. So I'm not too concerned about getting it stuck unless we get into something that's really wet and, you know, mud will stick you no matter what. That and sand, heavy sand. This road I might need the GoPro on, because although the stabilization is pretty good in the Osmo, it's not as good as the GoPro 10. But actually, it's not bad. I guess I'll say this got through grading it. You can see the ridge in the road where they still haven't. They got to come back by and flatten that back out again. But where I'm actually driving is pretty good. Have no idea where I'm going. I did take a picture. Always take a picture of the map as you come in. There's usually a map on board. So get out and take if they did not have any brochures, they had a place to put brochures, but there were no brochures there. So have no idea where where I'm going. I do have all trails, and it'll show most of this. So if I need it, I'll get it out. But right now, I'm just driving straight down the road. As long as I don't turn left or right, I'm not likely to get lost in here anywhere. And like I said, I have a picture of the map too. Kind of lucked out since he just got through grading this. It's not too bad. Well, you've seen about what I've seen so far, so I'm going to cut it off here, and I'll get back to you when I find something new. Well, I Campgrounds. Ah, the glory of generators. There is no, it's not exactly primitive, but it's, yeah, I guess it is primitive. Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm just wandering around, so I'm not lost, but I have not been here before. Where's a good place to go, kind of see wildlife or anything, birds, or that kind of stuff?
Where's a good place to look at birds?
Look at birds?
Or find them.
You know there's people out there with high-five rifles hunting, right?
No, I didn't know that, but I figured it.
Yeah. A better place, you know where Colt Creek Park is?
I just came from there.
Oh,
Either
okay.
Colt Creek
Yeah.
State Park or at where 98 meets 471, Little Gator Creek. Little Gator Creek, we actually have a resident wood stork colony out there.
Okay.
So there's actually a lot of people. That's one of the more popular birding areas around
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I wanted to hit that, but I hadn't. This is hard to find if you don't look at it. I mean, the address they give you comes you end up in the middle of 471 somewhere. So it's actually, you can find it faster by going down looking for the signs.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out there, but I'm just going to let you know this.
Yeah, if they're out there hunting, I used to hunt years ago, but I don't hunt. I hunt with this nowadays. So, but yeah, I'll go down and try Little Gator Creek then.
All right.
All right, thanks guys.
No problem. Have a good one. Number of people.
Well, that was an interesting conversation if you happen to hear it. And I don't worry too much about it because I used to hunt years and years ago. Never hunted deer, which is in hog, which is what these guys are hunting, is what I suspect. It is hunting season here in Florida, and most of the country for that matter. But I don't want to take any chances of wandering around out there. I was just going to drive around. I really wasn't going to get out and hike any, unless I saw something really interesting. So. But I think I would be better off to go someplace else now and maybe hit this after hunting season. Hunting season ends in a couple of months. Ends usually in late January or early February for most every species that they hunt in Florida. So anyway, I found it and checked it out, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm exploring, trying to find out new places we can go that have interesting things. Sometimes you hit it right on the button, like Colt Creek was a very nice place to go. That was a new place I had not been. So we're gonna go check out Little Gator Creek, but I think I'm first gonna go up towards Rich Loam and check that out first. Then I'll come back by. I've got to come back that way anyway. I don't really have to, but I could. Or I can check out Little Gator Creek some other time. It was on my list to check out anyway. It's just, matter of fact, it's only a block or so south of Colt Creek entrance, so it's really close. But I'm going to go check out a few other spots that I've come up with and see what I can find. So I'll get back to you later. Well, there was the sign for Rich Loam General Store. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, this road is barely wide enough to get 2 cars by, and not at a very fast pace. So let's go check it out. I don't know if it's open or not. Well, to answer the question, they are open, and they have ice cream cones. Really good ice cream cones, actually. I'll turn around here and I'm going to show you the wall here. This is really a cool place. I decided I would come outside and eat my ice cream cones so I wouldn't make a mess all over their floor. So let me do that before it drips on me. I'll get back to you. Excuse me. That was good.
It is good ice cream.
Let's see what we can find here. Every kind of drink you can think of. How's business been?
Good.
Good. I mentioned a lot more people out running around these days than there used to be.
Yeah, they are. People's cars getting hemmed in.
Yeah. Boy, I don't blame them. I am too. I think they can all in that boat.